Hello, my dear family in Christ. Today we celebrate the 20th Sunday in Ordinary Time. And in this Sunday, we hear a word of compassion, a word of love, a word of awareness of our neighbor from Jesus. He wants us to be aware of everything going around us. In the first reading from the prophet Isaiah, we hear, take care of the rights of the others. Make sure that all others are taken care of. Make sure that the rights of everyone are kept and that no one is being abused, that no one is being neglected, that no one is being left out of all the goodness, in particular of the goodness of God. So in the gospel today, we hear about this Canaanite woman. She is first a woman. She's a Canaanite, meaning that she is not a Jew. She is an outsider. She has no place among the people of Jesus, according to the beliefs of the people around him. His disciples are coming behind them, and she is right next to them, yelling at Jesus so she can call on his attention and get his help, get his intercession in her situation with her sick daughter. And these disciples are disturbed. These disciples are distracted because of her trying to call on Jesus. And so they attend to him. And so they, in a way, intercede for her, maybe not on purpose, but they still intercede for her. And they call on him, please help this woman because she is really bothering us. She is getting on our case. Please help her so that she will not bother us anymore. A lot of times we look for help to others just so that we can get them out of our case. Think to see if that is true compassion. But anyway, Jesus, looking at what they're saying, he knows he needs to teach them another lesson. And so he tells the woman that she's really not accepted, that she's really not a Jew, so she has no business with him. But what about her faith? What about her example of humility and of knowing who she is? Yes, Lord, I know that I am an outsider. I know that I'm just a dog, as you say, because they used to call dogs all those who were not Jews, the outsiders. They would be referred as dogs in that time. But she says, still, we receive the scraps that fall off the table. What a great faith. I know who I am. I am a humble little person next to you, but I still can get the scraps that fall off. What a lesson for the Jews of that time, because it was them who were not just throwing scraps, but were throwing all, because they did not believe in Jesus, because they did not follow him. In fact, they were doing all they could so they could get him out of their picture. So with this, he's also telling them, hey, look, I am who I say I am, and you should listen to me, just like this woman is listening to me. So he sees how big her faith is. He sees how no obstacle is high enough to keep her from reaching out to him. And so he tends to her needs. And he says, may it be done as you wish. And her daughter is healed. What a lesson of compassion. What a lesson of love. What a lesson of compassion. Let us all accept within our lives that we are just instruments of the love of God, that we are just his hands and his tools so that his compassion, his light, his presence can be felt among us. Let us listen to the cries of those around us. Let us listen to the cries of those who are truly in need and who need our support, need our help, that they can have a better life, that they can come to meet Jesus, that they can feel his presence and his support in their lives. Let us come and join him in the Eucharist and let him transform us from the inside out, that we can be his instruments of love, compassion, and companion in our journey, in our pilgrimage back to our Lord's home, up in heaven, where he has promised that he has a place for all of us. Let us make sure that our heart is open to our neighbor, that our eyes and ears are ready to listen, and our hands are ready to help. May God bless you every day of your lives.